This time, I will explain the reasons why demonstrating excellence in both pitching and hitting defines who Shohei Ohtani truly is. On June 18, Japan time, Shohei Ohtani took the mound at his home stadium against the Rays, playing exclusively as a pitcher. The Dodgers secured a 5-4 victory, and Ohtani pitched 6 innings, allowing 4 runs, to earn his 7th win of the season. Since the details of this game are likely being reported all over the world, I will not dwell on them here. But during this game, a very reassuring event took place. After stepping down from the mound at the top of the 6th inning, Shohei Ohtani, to everyone's surprise, entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in the bottom of that same inning. The result was a ground out to shortstop. But Ohtani fans all over the world must have been ecstatic to see him appear as a pinch hitter immediately after pitching. On a day when he was focused exclusively on pitching, everyone thought they would not see him as a hitter, so this surprise was truly wonderful. It surely brought great excitement to the early morning in Japan as well. Now, regarding Shohei Ohtani. What this program has always maintained is that, for Shohei Ohtani, being a two-way player is his absolute lifeline. From his exclusive pitching appearance in the Rays game to his surprise appearance as a hitter. I believe this was a very well thought out strategy by the Dodgers. After he finished pitching, having surrendered 4 runs that day, there is no doubt that Ohtani himself felt a strong desire to somehow make up for those mistakes. Therefore, being able to stand in the batter's box as a pinch hitter must have been an incredibly joyful moment for Shohei Ohtani himself. For Shohei Ohtani, the two-way style is his lifeline and his very identity. He contributes to the team by excelling as a hitter to make up for his mistakes as a pitcher. Also, when he cannot hit as a batter, he contributes to the team by excelling as a pitcher. This is the exact definition of Shohei Ohtani's style of play. In the Rays game, he ended up with a ground out in his single plate appearance. But I believe that being able to stand in the batter's box after stepping down as a pitcher gave Shohei Ohtani a profound sense of fulfillment. We should highly anticipate such unprecedented and brilliant tactics in the future as well. Regarding his sudden appearance as a pinch hitter, Shohei Ohtani commented that, regardless of whether he is scheduled to hit or not, he prepares for both pitching and hitting before every game, which allowed him to step in as a pinch hitter without any panic after stepping down from the mound. Even when an appearance as a hitter is not scheduled, the fact that he prepares for both pitching and hitting before the game showcases the exceptional preparation that is so characteristic of Shohei Ohtani. It is in these details that we truly feel his professional spirit. Furthermore, Ohtani's physical condition does not seem to be completely perfect. Even under those circumstances, he delivered a wonderful performance on the mound. In the Rays game, he suffered bleeding from the middle finger of his right hand. And when asked about the concerning condition of his left knee, he commented as follows: "You cannot always pitch at 100% in perfect condition. Many things happen over the course of a season. I think it was significant that I was able to take the mound even when I wasn't at my best and still help the team win the game. We can truly feel the presence of a unicorn starved for victory." His words are incredibly powerful. His mindset regarding preparation for the immediate game ahead and his outlook on the game itself are exactly those of a unicorn. The 2026 season brings many different challenges. We are only halfway through the year. But for Shohei Ohtani, this will undoubtedly be a major turning point in his career. In the early spring, he experienced a defeat at the WBC that he had not felt since his days with the Angels. And after transferring to the Dodgers, he played as a two-way player from the very start of the season for the first time. As a pitcher, he displayed phenomenal performances on the mound, maintaining an earned run average in the ones even now. As a hitter, he fell into a long-term slump for the first time in his career. He went through immense struggles, but through continuous trial and error, he created the effortless swing method, unleashing his swing from a completely relaxed stance, and successfully made a brilliant comeback. Since moving to the Dodgers, Many things he had never experienced before are overlapping this year. It is more accurate to view this not as a mere coincidence, but as an inevitability. In other words, Shohei Ohtani is still in the middle of his evolution. Although he has allowed runs in recent games and his earned run average has been rising slightly, the season is still very long. From this point on, his appeal as a pitcher will grow even more. He has already pitched through an entire season as a two-way player during his time with the Angels. That experience will undoubtedly be utilized in his two-way play with the Dodgers this year. I highly anticipate that he will continue to dynamically dominate the mound in pursuit of his goal as a pitcher, the Cy Young Award. Furthermore, regarding his hitting, despite experiencing a long-term batting slump, he has fully recovered. And he has now blasted 15 home runs. With his new batting style, the effortless swing method, he calmly tracks the pitches delivered by opposing pitchers from a stance completely free of tension, aiming for a relaxed swing to increase his contact rate on the ball. He is attempting to minimize strikeouts as much as possible, even against difficult pitches, and turn them into hits. When it comes to sweet pitches, he will simply drive them over the wall for home runs just as he always has. However, due to his relaxed, effortless swing, we cannot expect the kind of home runs that fly into orbit like before. Instead, the number of line drive home runs that just barely clear the outfield fence will likely increase. In fact, if you look at Ohtani's home runs since his recovery from the long-term slump, line drives have clearly increased. The trajectory is lower, but he is making solid contact, resulting in artistic home runs that clear the fence. Before falling into the long-term batting slump, his miss-hit home runs used to end up as regular hits. However, since recovering from the slump, Ohtani is now practicing a hitting approach where his home runs are simply an extension of his regular hits. This is highly rational, making him look like a contact hitter and a power hitter combined into one. And he has successfully acquired a batting style that only Shohei Ohtani can pull off. Ohtani is currently tied at 15 home runs with Kazuma Okamoto of the Blue Jay. Next, I hope he keeps hitting home runs, aiming for the 20 home runs held by Munetaka Murakami. Even while this program is on the air, there is a distinct possibility that Ohtani's home run count is increasing. That is how rapidly his batting is improving. Whether as a pitcher or as a hitter, there is absolutely nothing to worry about. There is no need to panic over immediate, short-term results. In the end, Shohei Ohtani will always give us answers that completely satisfy us. That is who he is, the unicorn. That is all for today. Thank you very much.